Are you looking for the best beaches in Queensland to explore? Then you have come to the right place. The Queensland coast stretches from the Gold Coast all the way to Cooktown in the north. This is over 2,000 kilometres of land and so many different towns, islands and offbeat locations to visit with these beautiful beaches. Can you believe that there are over 1,700 beaches you can visit in Queensland? Therefore today I'm going to feature just a few of these beaches, but they're going to be the ones that you'll need to add to your list. So let's get to it. Magnetic Island lies off the coast of Townsville in North Queensland and has about 2,000 permanent residents. There are many different beaches you can explore here, but today I'm sharing about Radical Bay. Radical Bay is not the easiest to access and will require a four-wheel drive vehicle. However, if you're keen, you can return hike there in a few hours. The beach is very isolated from the rest of the island and you won't find a lot of tourists there. There's also no facilities or conveniences at Radical Bay, but you are close by and plenty on Magnetic Island itself. The beach is lined with fascinating palm trees and crystal clear waters. The cove is surrounded by big rock boulders which are popular all over the island. Therefore, escape to your own island beach paradise and visit Radical Bay today. The Palm Cove Beach is about 30 minutes north of Cairns and on your way to Port Douglas. It offers visitors and locals with a relaxed beachfront village with its palm-fringed beach. Maluka trees overhang the rooftops, which adds to the vibe of relaxation. The waters here remain warm and inviting all year round, along with the clean, soft sand. There's no place on earth where you can step straight off the beach and into the rainforest, and even better, a UNESCO area. The fact there are plenty of rainforest accommodation options in Cape Tribulation, which are just metres away from the beach. Imagine yourself in the jungle and opening up to the white sandy beach settings. Cape Tribulation, or Cape Trib to the locals, is only 2.5 hours north of Cairns and has a population of 120 people. Obviously, these locals are servicing the tourism industry and helping you enjoy their little slice of paradise. 4 Mile Beach is a beautiful backdrop to the small town of Port Douglas. Obviously, it stretches this length along the coast of this North Queensland town and popular for casual walks, getting some sun and some exercise. It features some nice clean sand, lined with palm trees and beautiful blue waters. There is a calm surf and lifeguard patrol the popular area of the beach all year round. You can also hire tables and umbrellas for the day while you soak up the sun. Ellis Beach would have to be one of our top spots to visit for isolation, making it one of the best unknown beaches in Queensland. As much as it's only a hop, skip and a jump away from Palm Cove, it's more likely that you'll catch it on your own. It stretches for about 2 kilometres and is located along the Captain Cook Highway, otherwise known as the Great Barrier Reef Drive. Enjoy the best of North Queensland beaches by staying in the bungalows across the road or grab a bite to eat at the Beach Bar and Grill. However you're enjoying Ellis Beach, you're not going to regret it and it's a perfect day trip from Cairns. Less than 1,000 people are living in the town of Mission Beach, which is situated along the Cassowary coast in North Queensland. There are very few crowds, local hospitality, and of course, a beautiful palm tree-lined beach. In fact, Mission Beach is known for the palm trees with that little extra lean, which is almost 45 degrees from the ground. Gaze out onto the waters while you're on your sunset walk and the nearby Dunk Island in the distance. Can hire a jet ski, explore the area, or venture inland to the dense forest and see if you can find a cassowary. The beautiful Agnes Waters or 1770 is located in central Queensland and about 5 hours north of Brisbane. Both are quiet little beachside towns with a population of only 2,000 people combined. Agnes Waters Beach is known for its surfing and drawing a younger crowd. However, all kind of beachgoers enjoy this quaint little spot for its isolation and kilometres of beach to explore. The town itself is a great community with plenty of facilities. There are many seaside cafes, and while known as a fishing village, Many delectable seafood meals are on order. There is a choice of fixed accommodation options as well as cabins and camping right beside the beach. I've included Cape Hillsborough Beach due to the wildlife experience and not necessarily for the beach itself. The national park is located about 40 minutes north of Mackay, and the beach is known for its unique wild kangaroo experience. Each morning at sunrise, wild kangaroos will come out from the surrounding bushland to feed on the pods and the seaweed left over from high tide. You'll have to be an early riser for this one. Ensure you get down to the beach at first light, which is about 30 minutes before sunrise. The kangaroos don't stay around for long, and within 30 minutes after the sun has risen, they will disappear in the surrounding bushland. If you're looking for a convenient place to stay, then the Cape Hillsborough Nature Tourist Park is the best spot, and the kangaroos gather right in front of the park on the beach. Not only that, but they will be lazing around the caravan park during the day, finding shade. Yeppoon Beach would have to be one of your best central Queensland beaches, which has tourists returning again and again. It lies on the Capricorn coast in the small community of 20,000 people. All year round, people will use the beach for swimming, sailing, kayaking, jet skiing, or simply watching that beautiful sunrise coming over the ocean. Apart from that, you can get over to Great Keppel Island, which is an exceptional day trip location for snorkeling. The beautiful Bribie Island lies off the coast of North Brisbane and is the 4th largest sand island in the world, and one of the very few islands you can actually drive to. It's separated by the Pumicestone Passage, and you have the east side with the low-key swimming, and with the west side where you'll find the surf. Over 16,000 people live there with a great selection of shops, groceries, restaurants and cafes. Bribie Island is actually a national park and allows beach driving, along with some of the best beach camping spots near Brisbane. Permits and fees apply to enter the national park area, but well worth a visit. Water sports are very popular with jet skiing, fishing and boating. Beachside Bribie Island accommodations are easy to find, along with easily accessible caravan parks, hotels, resorts and Airbnb holiday homes. Point Lookout or Main Beach is located on the northeast side of North Stradbroke Island and is a popular spot for socialising. There are several local cafes, boutique shops and breathtaking views. The natural environment will astound you with its kilometre-long surf beach and towering rocky headlands. Point Lookout also offers one of Australia's best land-based vantage points for observing dolphins, turtles, manta rays and migrating humpback whales, which is seasonal from June to November. You can relax at one of the patrolled beaches, go four-wheel driving or explore some of the best dive sites and surf breaks in the world. Then treat yourself to a delicious gelato while overlooking the Pacific Ocean. Are man-made beaches going to be included in this collation of beaches in Queensland? Well, why not? Streets Beach or Kodak Beach is right in the centre of the bustling capital city of Brisbane. It may not be one of the biggest, but certainly does get the tourists or locals jumping in for a quick dip. If you're ever visiting Brisbane, then it couldn't be more convenient to visit Streets Beach at South Bank. It overlooks the city high-rise building and includes a suburb packed full of entertainment for the young and old. Surfers Paradise is tourist central on the Gold Coast and home to one of the most famous beaches in the world. People were flocking to the area back in the 1980s, and eventually this became the 6th largest non-capital city in Australia. The coastline has been built up with high-rise buildings, skyscraper holiday accommodations, restaurants and cafes. Additionally, with entertainment and activities galore, especially in the water with jet skiing tours, surf lessons and jet boating experiences. This area has kilometres of beautiful white sandy beaches, fully patrolled during the day. The surf ranges from day to day depending on the conditions, but you'll see bodyboarders, kayakers, paddle boarding and swimmers out there every day. Tallebudgera Creek is your alternate Gold Coast beach to visit when you don't want the huge crowds like Surfers Paradise. The area features a low-key crystal clear creek and a surf beach facing the ocean. With this in mind, you'll find it suits every kind of beachgoer, including families, kids, and even the family pet. This is also a patrolled area and you can feel safe knowing that someone is always on the lookout. The creek is a brilliant spot for canoeing, paddleboarding, even swimming, or surf lessons. The beach is aligned with picnic tables, toilets, and many kids will jump off the walking bridge into the water. Whatever you're into, the beauty of Tallebudgera Creek will surely impress as you're one of the best beaches on the Gold Coast. If you're looking for some surfing beaches to visit in Queensland, then look no further than Kings Beach. It's located in southeast Queensland, one of the treasures of Caloundra and on the Sunshine Coast. This is conveniently lifeguarded and turns out to be very popular for the locals. Kings Beach contains a myriad of resorts and accommodations, which all seem to be metres away from the beach or face the ocean. Whatever you're into, there'll be no shortage at Kings Beach in Caloundra. Can you ever imagine a freshwater lake looking this good? The crystal blue waters and fine white sand is what you're going to find at Lake Mackenzie on Fraser Island or Gari. Lays on the beach, jump in for a swim or spend the day hiking around the edges. Fraser Island lies off the coast of Queensland and is accessed by ferry from Hervey Bay and Rainbow Beach. It's part of the Great Sandy National Park and the world's largest sand island. The small town of Rainbow Beach has a population of 1,200 people and is located about 3 hours north of Brisbane. It's also part of the Great Sandy National Park, just like Fraser Island. Many people will use Rainbow Beach as their gateway to Fraser, but it does have its own draw cards as well. The coloured sand cliffs are a small hike away, or you can access them with your own four-wheel drive. The waters are clear and brilliant for swimming all year round. Alternatively, you can take a small hike and swimming in the fresh waters of Poona Lake, or enjoy your beachside views from the 15-hectare sand hills of the Carlo Sandblow. Double Island Point is one of the most iconic points of interest in the Cooloola Recreation Area. It is located in the Great Sandy National Park and features a scenic headland and one of my favourite isolated lagoon beaches in Queensland. The only way to get to Double Island Point is by a high-clearance four-wheel drive vehicle. This will be driving along Cooloola's beach from Noosa North Shore or from Rainbow Beach and past the coloured sand cliffs. Pull up for the day for fishing, lunchtime barbecues and swimming in the low-key lagoon, or further out from the point in the surf. And if the views are what you're after, make sure you climb all the way up to Double Island Point Lighthouse for the sweeping panoramas of both north and south coast, as well as the unforgettable views of the ocean. There are many different Bundaberg beaches to discover, but none are quite like Woodgate Beach or right beside at Theolodite Creek. The white sandy shores stretch for over 16 kilometres with a brilliant addition to our beaches in Queensland selection. This is a small country town with only about 1,000 permanent residents and it's about 40 minutes from the town of Bundaberg. Spend your afternoons swimming in the calm waters or walking the beach line at sunset. Pack a picnic and have a romantic day trip from Bundaberg. Either way, you'll enjoy this isolated beach. Monrepo is another beach in Bundaberg I wanted to mention, but not for its beachside quality. The beach is special due to the amazing turtle experience you can enjoy between October and March each year. The seasonal loggerhead turtles will visit Monrepo Beach from October to January to lay their eggs in the sand. This is controlled and monitored by the Bundaberg Council Rangers, and you can purchase tickets to see this amazing sight. After an 8-week gestation period, the eggs will start to hatch, which is very common from December to March. Seeing the baby turtles running down the beach is a unique experience and one you're not going to forget. Prime time to visit would be through December and January, when you could experience both the egg laying and the hatching, but more than likely you will only get to see one. Now my list just doesn't stop there as the best beaches in Queensland. I do need to mention a couple more that are high on my list, but I'm still yet to go back for more footage. This includes Whitehaven Beach and Hill Inlet, Cat's Eye Beach on Hamilton Island, Burleigh Heads on the Gold Coast, and Tangalooma Beach on Moreton Island. But after seeing some of the best beaches, keep looking into those best spots in Queensland and click here for my list of national parks. Thanks for watching today's video, guys, and I will see you for the next one.